Hello, everybody. Scott here, and you can tell I'm a sweater, and there's a space heater going. Long story short is I have a busted fan on my furnace. I do believe is what it is. It isn't working right, so that's why all this. I get to wait business days for them to sort it out. It's about 0 degrees, so I've got a space heater. Normally I would just cook something quick, but I'm using the oven because, hey, it heats the house. Nothing panic worthy, it's just cold. It had been so mild I've been able to turn the heat off now and then anyway, but it's nice to turn it back on when it gets cold. So, yeah, that was Friday morning, and here we are. The reason I'm doing this, though, is because of a few things I got, and I wanted to record this somewhere where it's nice and warm. Hey, look, Avengers stuff. Yeah, it doesn't say Endgame on it, but it is the Endgame sets of toys. That is the new Thanos in armor. I did not get the Thanos last year because it wasn't very good. This is a lot better looking, not just because of the armor, but because it is actually a proper looking thing. And then they have the new Titan figure. I got the one last year. It's a big, big guy, so that one as well. So I'm going to open these up, and I just wanted to really have the thing going to be able to see it. So I'm going to try to position this in a way that is going to work, because I've never recorded this straight on my phone before. I did try to see if YouTube would do it. No such luck. You can see my energy drink here to keep my energy going. Again, there is the heater here, but I'm going to leave this going. This is all a big test, just to see how the audio goes, really. So yeah, big old Thanos here. This is a test of my phone recording, of my phone capacity, all that fun stuff. So, and yeah, I've got the hood or whatever. Like I said, it's just cold. Waiting business days for the reaction. So owning your own furnace like that means you're kind of out of luck in some aspects, because they're not obligated to fix anything, and if I need to replace it, it's all on me. So I might end up getting a rental unit, because then at least there's a cost involved if it's rent to own. Hopefully, I know where I work we don't do rent to own, we don't do lease to own. It's just rental and that's it. But at least things are covered. So that might be worthwhile. But it is 12 years old. They said it was 2 years old when I bought the house, and that was in 2009. No, 2010, excuse me. So it is 12. No, it's 11 years old. I even saw the tag. I went and looked at it. The fan seemed all wonky. Like, when I turned it on Wednesday, I was like, that's a weird smell. Not the natural gas, like, the thing they put in it to make it smell like rotten eggs, to get that alarm in your brain. Not that, but also not like fire. It smelled kind of like what a space heater smells like. That kind of weird motor fake smell, of like a heat smell, if that makes sense. So I was like, well, that's not good. And it only went whenever it was on and blowing the air. So Thursday morning I went and turned it on, because I'll go to bed and just like turn the heat off if it's mild enough, because I'm in the covers, all is good. Turn the heat on, because like, I'll get warmed up before I go to work, and turn it off again. Nothing happened. I could hear the furnace kick in, but then the fan wasn't doing anything. I went, that's not good. So that would make sense if there was motor burnout, which was the smell I smelled, and now this. So yeah. So I'll live. I'll be fine. It's just really frustrating, and it's just cold. But in the meantime, Avengers. So again, this is, you can see, not Endgame marketed. It's just big old Thanos. Last year's toys, which are all still out, are all purple and gold with Avengers Endgame on them. So I mean, I'm very, very intrigued by the fact that they did that with these, and just called them Avengers, which is a good way to say, like, hey, look, Avengers 5 or whatever that is so far off. This is simply the Avengers line now for toys. So I do obviously open toys. I might keep that front, but again, I threw the other one out. I really have no reason to keep this box, because the figure himself works on his own. There's nothing else there about it, nothing in it. It is what it is. So let's see. So he's sealed in on a couple spots, I could probably just brute force this, honestly, from the looks of it. I'm going to snip them just because actually brute forcing it isn't going to work because it looks like they're even tougher, like rubbery, compared to what I expected. So if I just do that and do that. So yeah, here I am on my first recorded video on my phone doing like an unboxing opening, and I look completely different than I ever would otherwise. Whatever. So you stand there, good sir. I'm going to actually put this right back in here because it's got those little stupid ties that I don't want to get lost all over the floor. Gone in the carpet, vanish forever. There we go. And here he is. Thanos. So the Titan series of figures are massive, massive figures. You can see this is a standard energy drink, the tall size can. These things are big. Like here he is next to my head. These are very big. There's one problem. They don't do much. The arms pretty much do this. They rotate and they do that. And then the legs literally go back and forth. That's it. There's no in and out. None. The head does move as well. Now, the first Thanos was the unarmored one, and he had the big opening, the big opening on his back. So if you get the Titan series things, you can plug that in, and the figure will say stuff. You can get it with Captain America and Iron Man, and I think you get it with some other ones. They make Titan figures for. These are Hasbro, right? Yeah, they're Hasbro. You can get Titan figures for things like Star Wars and DC and stuff like that. But you put it in there and he'll say specific stuff. I just noticed the gauntlet arm has a spot for it too, so that's pretty neat. The gauntlet will actually activate things also. But you'll notice the gauntlet doesn't turn, and that's what the other Thanos had. This hand does turn a little bit, but the other one does not. So I'm going to line it up because you can actually see where it lines up there. Thanos' head on the other one didn't really turn because he had the big high collar, so his jaw got caught on it. So that's about it. So all I did with my other Thanos is I pretty much have him standing there, kind of arms out, at the ready. And I lied. They do actually have some swivel in the legs. There it is. It was very resistant because of the kind of skirt to his armor. So that's that. So that's Thanos. I collect Thanoses, and it's awesome to get an armored Thanos, even though it'd be nicer if this gold was a little more metallic. You can tell it's a very muted gold. Very... it's not as nearly as shiny as it really should be. But also down here, there's no detail. It's just straight gold paint. Like, for what is a premium figure, they're not at the same time. These things are like... This was $11 Canadian. So, it's a big, cheap toy. I get it, but also you could do a little bit better, just a little bit better, guys. Even here, like the arms do have the swivel, which is nice, and I'm probably going to do that because you can see how the purple just stands out with the gold on his armpits by having the arms like that. So he's probably going to be like this, I think, just to be a bit different from my other one. So that's the big old Thanos. That's that one. And the other one, I was hesitant to even open, to be honest. I was iffy about even opening this guy up. Forgive me, I do have my Xbox on as well for additional light. But I am going to open it up, because I do want to take a look at this. So, it is just on a card back, so I should be able to just peel this. Yeah, there we go. That's funny, because they do say for both of them, the evil Thanos wields the power of the Infinity Stones to bend the universe to his will. So these are... excuse me. So these are generic toys now. In a way. Kind of generic-ish. I just think how it's kind of taped on there, too. Again, I open my toys, mostly. I've got a couple of these that I haven't opened, just because I love the packaging. And I do like the packaging for big old Thanos, but I like the idea of having him out of the package. Now, this looks like the same damn thing. But it is different. It is, again, Hasbro. But it's the same big, gold-armored Thanos. Except there is articulation, at least. This is a standard figure assortment, so there is a soft hand, so you can grip that weird blade thing. Articulation here, I don't believe, yeah, the wrist does not articulate, but there is the shoulder, the elbow. Same on this side. Nothing in here for articulation. The gauntlet is its own big piece. The arm does not seem to want to go up. There it is. There we go. So I'll give him his blade thing here in a moment. The head does have proper articulation. They figured it out. He looks up and down, though it looks odd when you get a figure doing stuff like that. That just ends up looking weird. So he's a big character, so he'll be looking down, obviously. This is his weapon. This was the weapon in the other ones as well. I don't understand what it is. He had this in some of the figures and toys of the first set. Like his Lego figure has it. The Hasbro or the Hot Wheels toy has it. I don't know what it is. I don't understand. It's this weird, like double-ended blade thing. His legs do not have the same articulation outward that the other did. There is no articulation on the feet or the knees, and there's a little bit, as you can see there, for those legs. That's it. So that's part of why I want to open it, because it's not all that impressive, admittedly. But yeah, big Thanos, little Thanos. It's part of the collection, and you can get an idea for how small this figure is in comparison. So he doesn't even know how to balance right. There we go. What do they say about this one? Any fancy assortment on the packaging about what it is? No, there's Avengers, Thanos, age 4 and up. And it's just figure and accessory. Nothing else. Also look for Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and Hulk. And the big one here says also look for Marvel's War Machine, Hulk, Captain America, and Iron Man. They made Titan ones for damn near everybody. So there you go. That's really all I wanted to do with this as I sit here with this heater. Again, testing how this audio is with that as well. These are going to go with the rest of my Thanoses. Very, very happy to have those. There are a few other things I did get. I haven't taken these apart yet, simply because I want to see how they are. Because I got some shirts. And I was in Walmart and they had these shirts. They're $11.97 each. Oh, by the way, the little Thanos I think was like $8 or $9. No, sorry, that was $11. The big one was like $13 or $14. So, but these were $12, and they had a whole section. Like they have a Marvel section and had all Infinity War stuff and a couple of Captain Marvels. I'm like, where's Endgame? We were walking by the DVDs in the movie areas, and there's Endgame. So Endgame had its own section for shirts. I was like, oh, where's the adult size? They have adult size. So I don't believe that's going to pick that up very well for that light. What this is the Avengers. You have Captain America, Iron Man, Captain Marvel. Thanos is in the middle with Ant-Man and Hulk on either side. And then I believe that's War Machine, Thor, and Black Widow, all in a big purple A logo. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. It's almost like Thanos is the leader of the Avengers. I like it. I like it a lot. I am excited for that one. The other black one I got, and I was kind of bummed that none of the ones that are like colorful are Thanos related. Because there's a bunch of Avengers shirts. I mean, if you want to get like the logo or Captain America or the team, you're good. If you want Thanos, you're pretty much on black or this. This one is a big gold one with Thanos on it. It just says Thanos, and it's got that same artwork, which I'll show in a second, as the box for the big toy. This. It's got that artwork on the shirt, so very, very cool. The last one was a gray one, which I was very happy to get because I want more non-black shirts It's better. It's also a nicer material feeling. You should be able to see this one a lot easier than the others. It says Warrior, and it's for big old Thanos. So I grabbed these three, and my hope, these being extra large, is they'll fit. I am double XL. 4. Let's see if I can make 4 things up. I was gonna say twofold, fourfold. If they don't fit, they're decoration anyway. Sometimes extra large does fit fine. I've even had some larges fit fine. It's incentive enough to go from extra large to large. There's the fact that I'm 240, 250, and I could easily probably get down to 220 and even into the 210s without problem. Just a little dedication and stuff, and that might be incentive. And the other is they look really awesome no matter what, so they're worth it. So yeah. That's about it. Sadly, there is no new gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet that was released last year, the toy, the little kids one, I mean, this little guy, is re-released this year with nothing different. It's just Infinity Gauntlet with the same packaging. It's Avengers Infinity Gauntlet, not Avengers Infinity War or Endgame. It's just Avengers. So that's it. The big one is over there. It was released as Avengers, so they knew what they were doing in advance to kind of make it not movie specific. So that's that gauntlet. It also doesn't really stand upright, so I have to have it sitting down whenever I put it somewhere. So it's a bit awkward, that one, in its own way. Get down. Really, other than that, there's not much else. I do have the Lego sets that I'm looking to get. I got all the sets last time that had an Infinity Gem in it, because you make the gauntlet out of it. But the gauntlet and Thanos come on one set. It's the compound battle, which is the one I want. So I'm just going to go for that one. It's the $100 one, so I'm glad there's only the one. But I'm not in any rush to get it either, so there's that one. There's the pop vinyl of Thanos in the big armored look, which I was hoping for and I wanted, so I'm glad for that one. And that's really about it, because all the characters, it's just like the Avengers in their suits and stuff again. There's nothing really fancy beyond that. So it's kind of like, thankfully, there's not that much. Of course, after the movie comes out, they might do more like Captain Marvel did and things like that, where it's like, haha, here's all the toys and things that we didn't show you about beforehand. Alright, I get that. But I'm surprised they didn't release like a gauntlet that was busted, like after he snapped. It was all kind of like, They didn't release one of those, or even like a gauntlet without gems. You know, like, that would have been cool. There are things like the Dig It set where you can dig out the gems and you put them into the gauntlet. I do want one of those. They've made a comic one and a movie one. I'll take either. I want both. But I want that because I collect gauntlets. That's a big one for me, actually, that I really want to get. And the only other thing I'm really hunting are some of the random other toys. Like, there's an Infinity Gauntlet planter. Like, you can literally grow plants out of it. Okay, I want that. I just saw that was announced. I somehow haven't been able to get the luggage tag. There's a lanyard. It's about it. But there's going to be random stuff. I mean, I already got the coasters last time. I got things like that, and it was just random stuff. I have 2 wallets and a keychain. There's another keychain, but I'm like, I already got a gauntlet keychain. It's like a circle with a thing in it. I already have the gauntlet-shaped one. So that's it for what there is. And it's kind of worthy to know there's not crazy amounts of stuff like I was worried about. Not that I'm worried, but yeah. There is one thing that I didn't show yet. It's a head knocker. It's a handcrafted thing. Very, very nice. I'll show that one at a future time. But I do have something literally right behind my phone here. If I can balance this. Ironically, this has been balanced on a gauntlet this whole time. Is this gauntlet. This gauntlet, as you can tell, I can't put my hand in. The reason for that is it's a light. This is a light. It was a desk lamp, is what it was marketed as, but it's actually a mood lamp. And it was horribly mismarketed. Because what it is... Oh, it's apparently been on this whole time, so it died. Alright, well, it's just a light. That's all it is. It's a light. You can plug it in here, and it charges up USB. or you can turn the batteries on or off. It was apparently set to off or set to on this whole time, so that's awesome. But yeah, it's another gauntlet with the nice shiny metal look, unlike the kids one. But it's a light, so yeah, it's kind of neat. It's got the good size. It's actually like if it was human size, like if I was wearing it, it would be the right size for me. Is kind of what that is. So I like that. Now I got to open it up to make sure the battery didn't corrode stuff that's been on for months. So that's cool. So yeah, that was added to my gauntlet collection as well. So there you go. But I'll leave it at that. As I get more stuff, I'll add it in here. I just realized I look like the freaking Red Skull gauntlet keeper guy. It's cold, and I'm literally next to a space heater here as I have dinner cooking in the other room. And yeah, so thanks for watching. This was not streamed live because apparently I don't meet the qualifications for live. I don't have many subscribers and stuff on YouTube, and Twitch is still a problem with streaming. But I figured I'd record this, give it a shot, upload it, see what people think. On Guilty Pleasure Cinema, there is all the stuff right now for all these Scott C's for Man Killed Don Quixote, Spider-Verse, Aquaman, Captain Marvel, as well as something else I'm forgetting completely. Oh yeah, Lego Movie 2 and How to Train Your Dragon 3. They're all up now as well. But also I'm over on Java Radio on the .com for their podcast, our podcast. There's a Patreon for that as well, so if you want to support that one, support the show, let us know. That'd be awesome. And I'll leave it there because I don't know how else to end this, and I'm rambling, and yeah. So I'm going to have dinner shortly and warm up and hopefully get this thing fixed, and all be good. Thanks for watching.